Alright, what's up? Someone asked me to just go through the numbers because my last video I didn't really show the math I did to make the you know, the weird little like UFO dude. So alright, let's start with the crown. Let's start at 216. Basically I just literally added all of the cells from the big one, and then again all the cells from the little Armageddon, and then I just added a 1 for each on the 1x9, and that gave me 216. You know, and I'm sure there's more. That's just I moved on after that, and then 432. So 432. Sorry. Okay. So 432 on the grid is right here. So we got, it was a 2, 3, and a 4. Oh, this is weird. And a 2 and a 1. And I just like, whatever, circled 1 can be a 2, right? And so, you know, 4, 3, 2, you know, or 4, or the 1 can be a 3 too, you know, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 2, you know what I'm saying? You know, 4, 3, 2, I don't know. And then I think actually there's a 3 right here anyway, so I could even go 4, 3, 2. So that makes the little cross pattern. And then the same one on the other side is what is it? It's the 55, 55, 55, and you know, assuming there's no like rules per se, you know, this you know, this, how would this be the same as this? You know, well, this one, to make this into a 2, you know, 55, 5 plus 5 is 10, and we know that a 0 is a 1, so that gives us an 11, and 1 plus 1 is a 2, so that gives us our 2, and then this, you know, 2, this is this 1, and then this 1. I just did a 1 for both of these combined, and then this, what did it make this one into a 1, which becomes a 2 anyway, so I mean it really just 1 plus 1 is 2, or you could stack them or just combine it. It's just a 1 or a 1 circled or whatever. So, and then this one to become a 4, you know, because we made this 55 a 2, so they're making this 55 a 4, so 5 plus 5 is 10, right? So, but like, so backwards it would be 0, 1, but like we know that like a 0 can be a 1, and we know that a 1 can be a 3, and then 1 plus 3 is 4, so there's our 4, right? And then now the other the last one, another 55, make it a 3 this time. So like 55 is like pretty versatile, because you know the 1s, 0s, and 3s are like, you know, you can flip them out and stuff. So what did I do? 5 plus 5 is 10. Backwards is a 0 and a 1, and then I just changed the 1 to a 3. You know, it's just a 3. So there's the 432s, and then I stopped after that. And then the last crown chakra frequency is 864. So, and oh, we got that one by the cells, the 13, the X, the 13, and the 76. So, you know, the 3D column, the 4D column, and the 5D column. And it's, you know, the bottom corner of Armageddon, you know, like the bottom corner, you know. So, and what did we do? 76 plus 10 is 86. And then we did 86, so then there's your 86 plus 4, because 13 can be a 4, so 76 to 10 is 86 and your 4. And then you can do it this way. Alright, so moving along, third eye. Alright, 144, 288, and 576. 144, well, first of all, there's already a 144 right here. The camera's not focusing. So, it's already a 144. So, and then this 76 in the middle is a 44. Why would it, how is a 76 144? Well, just this 76 is. So, well, there's one more. But, so, like, focus, right? What the heck? Okay, so the 76, it's in the 4D column. What the heck? It's in the 4D column, right in the middle. It's one cell. You know, 144. 4D 4. Right? 144. Slow it down. 4D4. So one cell in the 4D column reduces to 4. So that's how I'm deriving that one. And there's another one in the same column just above. There's an X, and you skip the one above that. So the top 3 cells in the 4D column is the 0, the 5, and the 7, right? And that's right. That's the top 3 in the 4D column. So, you know, above the 76. And so you know, 75 plus, well, 0 is a 1. So 75 plus 1 is a 76. And we know that 3 is a 1. You know what I'm saying? This 1, this 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, even though it's not one cell, it's like it's still a different kind of a 1. So 1, 4D reduces to 4, you know. So, and then, let's see. And then the last one that's sort of similar to those is in the same 4D time column as well, under this time. Land down under 2143, and we had 6436. Okay, and then they all reduced to 10. You know, they all reduced to 10. So, you know, there's 40, and again, it's in the 4D column. It makes a 1/4, which is another different kind of 1. So it's a similar thing going on below this time. So we got the 1/4 below doing it, the 76 in the middle doing it, and then the 3 on top, the 1/3 doing it. Well, these two are, well, yeah. So, yeah. And then there's 2 more 144s on these. There's like jagged stairway, one going down and one going up. Just below this D, right? So you go 10. Is it 10? No, you start at the 1. Start at the 1. Yeah, so start at right here at the D, but instead of going here, I just go down here, over here, down here, over here, down here. And then this one does the same thing, but you start here. And each one equaled 40. Well, I'll draw them out and show you. Erase that. What was it? Okay, so it was 11 and 11, and then go this way to 55, and then go down to a 55, over to 1,000, and down to 1,000. Right? So, you know, like some kind of... So, what did we do? We added these literal. So, 110, 120, 32. So I got 132. And then this 1,000, I turned backwards. So then I had 0001. And then I did the 1113 conversion, which gave me a 6, and did the same thing to that one. And then, you know, 132 plus 12, and I get 144 again. So, and then the other stairway, what's the other stairway? Other stairway was 11 up to an 11 over 55 up to a 55 over to a 10. Oh, yeah, I'm kind of sloppy with the board. And then up to a 1. Okay, and then I changed the 0 here in the 10 to a 1. So I made that an 11. Right? So, and then 55 plus 55, well, plus 11, 132, plus the 1, 133, plus the additional 11, 144. And one more on the earth column. 7 plus 13 plus 110, 130, reduce the last number to 10, 140 plus 4 cells, 144. Alright, the middle frequency of the third eye is 288, and so I take 28 on the board, because I got 1, 4, 3, and 28. You know, the 1 representing 88 constellations, 4 representing Saturn, 3 representing Jupiter, and 28 representing the rest of the lights. Okay, so the 28 reduces to 10, flipped is a 0, 1, so it's a 1. And then down here, I got Saturn and Jupiter. You can't have one without the other, so I got them as 1, which both 2 plus the other 1, which represents the 88 constellations, is my 288 in, you know, in this line. So, or 4 plus 1 is a 5 plus 3 is 8, you know, and then flipped 288 that way too. Okay, next, the last one for the third eye frequency is 576, and literally on the board in order, you got 5 for plants and basic life, right under it 6 for the sun and follow life, right under that 7 for the moon and beasts. So there's 5, 6, 7 right there. In the 5D, in the 5D column, you got a 6067, and so yeah, backwards 76 in the 5D column. So, you know, there's a 576 that way, and then also down where the 76 is, and then there's the L next to it. So flipped is 67. The 5th L goes to a 50, goes to a 5. Go backwards, you know, and then you got your 576. Alright, so now we're at the throat. Alright, these 3. Okay, 192. Alright, we got a 91 and we got a 110. 91 can equal a 19. 110 can equal a 0, 1, 1, which can be an 11, which can be a 2. See, you know what I'm saying? 912 or 192. You know what I'm saying? What would it be? 192. Also, if you plus the 2 cells and the 1 by 2 to get 3, it's 195. And a 5 is kind of like an upside down 2, or like a backwards 2. So, and then there's let's see, where is it at on the chart? There's a 1, there's an 8, there's a 21, and then there's a 9 below the 8. Disregard that, and make a V. You know what I'm saying? 912. Like this can be a 20. This can be a circled 2. It's a 2. So 912. Or sorry, 192. Damn it, I said it again. That's because the frequency down here at the root is 912, so sometimes I get it flipped. So I meant to say 192. Sorry. Okay, another 192 is in the 3D column, and you got a 0, you got a 4, you got a 5, you got a 13, you got a 28, you got a 50, and you got a 91. And without even counting the cells, just counting them literal, you get 192. Imagine that. Okay, the next middle throat chakra frequency is 384. And what do we got? We got a 174 and a 174 on the grid. And they equal 348. And you just flip those two, and you got 384. And then also, in that same 174, 174 above it, there's a 110. This can reduce to 2. These both can reduce to 12. And then kitty corner, there's a 322. You add those, and you get 348 again, and flip the 4 and 8, and there you go, 384 again. All right, another 384 is this whole entire. What would it be? The 5th, technically the 6th row, right where the plants start. So you got 1, 5 plants, and then you got a 5, and then you got a 50, and then what's next? 235, 110, a C, a 55, and 1,000. And okay, the C I converted into a 3. And the 55 I made it a 10, and the 1,000 I made it into a 9 because what did I do? Oh, I did it. Did I do? I think I did it 0, 1, 1, 1, and then I made these ones a 3s, and then I added the 3s. Okay, and then yeah, so added all those up, and I get 384. And then let's see. Yeah, oh wait, I made this 50 a 5 too. So like 16 there. I left those alone. And then what is there, like 22 there? Yeah, so 16 plus 22 plus 345 plus the 1 by 9 itself gave me 384. That's what it was. And the last throat frequency is 768, and you get a 110, you get a C, you get a 55, and you get a D, which is the 500. And that's 100. So those equal 765 plus, oh, then I plused 3 1x2s, and that gave me 768. And then also, oh, I added, under here is 100, and then under this is 100, and then under this is 500. And what did I do? I converted one of these 500s into a 7 by making the zeros 1s and then adding them, 5 plus 1 plus 1, making it a 7. I only did it to one of them. And then the C, I made that into a 3. And you can do that 2 or 3 different, I can do that 3 different ways. So, and then 110, I made that a 3 as well. And so then, and then I did, yeah, so I did 500 plus 100 plus 100 plus 55 plus 3 plus 3 plus 7 is 768. And another 768, you got a 10, a 55, 100, 100, and a 500. And those equal 765. And it looks like a C, which is the third letter, so 765 plus 3, 768 again. Okay, next is the heart. So it's these three, 128. So 28 lights, you know, a 28 circled, like a 1, or like, you know, it's just another way of making a 128, right? Or we got, let's see, we got 0, 5, man, this chalk, 5, 7, X, and 13. So like 10 plus 7, you got 17, which goes to a 8. 8. 5 plus a 1 goes to a 6. Plus your 13 gives you 27. Plus the 1 by 5 gives you 28 circled. Again, another way of making 128. Alright, one more 128. 0 is 0, 5. And you got 5, 7, X, or 10, 76. Get a 98 plus the 1 by 5. 99 plus this 28 plus 1. 29. 128. Now 256, the middle of the heart. In the 4D column, 235 and a 712. These two cells. But I'm not counting the cells on this one. I can cancel the 7 because I know that 7s can do that. And, well, I know I can do that anyway. But anyway. So then you got a 12. Backwards is 21. Plus the 235. 256. Or we can do it this way, where there's the 235 and the 712. Put this one backwards, so 235 and 217. Circle the 2's. You know, they're both the same. And then plus my 35 and my 17 gives me my 52. Plus my 2 2's gives me my 56. Plus my 2 cells. 2 cells plus 56. 256. Okay, now we're on to 512, the last one of the heart. And the whole entire 7D column equals 512. And then also in the 4D column, 057, the 10, 76, 235, and 712, plus the 28 gets me 512. And then in the 2D column, you got a 0, 1, 1, 2, 3. The 0, 1 is their 2. Your 1 right here stays a 1, and then your 2, 3 is a 5, 5, 1, 2. You know, and then over in the 2, 1V, where's the 2, 1V at? Where's the 2, 1V? Oh, okay, right here. 2, 1V, right? 5, 1, 2, right? So there's that one. And then you got 2, 3, 5. Where is it at? 2, 3, 5 right here. 2, 3, 5. You know, make the 301. So there's your 5, 1, 2. And then, you know, 1, 5 plants. And there's 2 cells. You know? So like you can find this stuff everywhere. So moving on. Okay, now we're at the solar plexus. We got 182, 364, and 728. So let's do the 182. Can you see? No, of course not. 182. I can get 182 out of a 17. You know, because you got the 1 cell for the 1, and then the 1 7 is an 8. You got the 1 and the 1 8. You got the 1, you got the 8, and there's 2 cells. Yeah, and then you got a 7 and an X on the board. You know, so that's like a 17, or it is a 17. You know, and then there's another 17 blatantly right here with the moon. Whoa. Uh-oh. Might not be able to finish this one either, huh? Well, maybe you got the point. What do we still got? The root and the sacrum and the rest of the solar plexus to go through. But, hey, so 364, you got your 21 and your 340 on the board. So what is that? 361 plus your 2 cells plus your 1 by 2. There's a 364. This whole, again, this column with the plants, you change the 50 to a 5. This time I make the C a 1 instead of a 3. I make the 55 a 1. I make the 1000 a 1. Add them together, and then I get 363 plus the 1 by 9 is 364 on that one. So, and then 728, you got 76 and 235 and 712. You know, reduce to 4. The 235 reduces to 10, make it an 11. And, you know, plus those to the 712, I get 727 plus my 1 by 3. Bam, 728. And then again, 100 and 100, and then cross over to the 522. 722 plus 3 cells gets 728. Okay, now we're going to the sacrum. 303, 606, and 112. So 303 is everywhere, literally. Okay? You know what I'm saying? 303s are everywhere. Okay. And for time's sake, my battery's about to die. So, you know what I'm saying? 600 both ways. You know what I'm saying? There's your 1212 that way. And then you got your 1212 down here. You know, in the 712 where the cross is, make a cross with it. The 110, I can make them into a 12, you know. See the 11, 100, yeah, 110, 11 plus 0 is 12. The 50 is a 51. Backwards is a 15. Flip the 5, it looks like a 2. You know, and then the 174 equals 12. So, and the 7 cancels out in the middle, which can be a 12. So literally, you know, those are everywhere right there. Alright, finishing up with the root. There's a 2 and a 28. Bam, no, you know, duh. Alright, this one I made the 712 into a 10, into an 11, into a 2, you know. And then I got 222 plus 3 cells, plus 2 1 by 2s, plus 1 1 by 3 on that one. And that was the root chakra, by the way. We're in the root, 228. All these 55s, plus 4 cells, plus 3 1 by 2s and a 1 by 4. That's another 228. You know what I'm saying? Now we're on the 456. Let's see, 456. Will this show you? Come on, focus, you piece of junk, eh? So Armageddon, right in the middle of Armageddon, there's 4, 5, and a 6. Bam. You know, right down here where Saturn plants in the sun, 4, 5, 6. You know, and then there's a 5 right here, so I can, you know, this is the head, the part that makes the guy's head, you know. And then there's a little piece in the Armageddon head. Interesting. So, and then this L right here, not counting the cells again, these all equal 456. That's the one we're on. And then the 13L and 110. Make the 13 a 4, make the L a 5, make the 110, reduce it down into a 6. 456. You know what I'm saying? This one down here, 155, 50, 235, 110, and 50 makes 456. just add them. That's nothing special on those ones. And the last one is the 912 in the root. So again, this 712 is popular, right? With 110 and 110. I made the 712. Yeah, plus those. What did I do here? Yeah, 110 equals 011 equals 100. So I turned both these 110s into 100, and then I plused the 712, and I got it that way. And then I also 91 and 110. I made the 91 and 19 into a 9. You know, circled 9. 110 down into a 12. You know, 912. And then the whole entire 3D column equals 642 without doing anything. The whole entire 7D column equals 260. But I did, 70, since that's the nothing column, I figure I can do what I want, But, well, whatever. The zero, I made it all, the zeros and the ones into threes. That's all I did. I made all the zeros and the ones into threes. So the 500 reduced to 11. The 1,000 reduced to 12. Those two stayed threes. So those two was 902 plus the 3 and the 7 for the 3D and the 7D equals 912. And I'm sure there's plenty more. That's just what I had. And then I saw the alien space thing, and it is what it is. So, but we can get way deeper with it, or like Kevin or someone can go way crazier with it. I was just whatever. That was just quick, right off the batness. Anyway.